majestic aristocratic palace standing in the heart of Norfolk County in England, is a beautiful yet ominous structure. On September 19, 1936, two professional photographers, Hubert C. Provan and Indra Shira, ventured here to capture the charm of this place for an upcoming issue of the real estate magazine Country Life. As Indra worked on the ground floor, Provan decided to photograph the grand staircase. Suddenly, he noticed a misty cloud hovering over the stairs. "Take a picture of it!" shouted Indra, snapping Provan out of his silent awe. Provan quickly pressed the shutter and became the author of one of the most famous ghostly photographs. The strange cloud disappeared as quickly as it appeared, leaving Provan unsure of what he had actually captured. It wasn't until the photo was developed that he could breathe easy. The photograph clearly showed the apparition of a woman's figure descending the stairs. The news of the ghost of Raynham Hall didn't surprise the locals too much. They had known about the apparition for years. It was said to be the ghost of Lady Dorothy Walpole, 1686-1726, the wife of estate owner Charles Townshend. Allegedly, her husband caught her in an affair and, according to one version, imprisoned her in her chambers, so she never saw her children again. Lonely and unhappy, she then died of smallpox. However, there is another version of the story. According to it, enraged Charles attacked his unfaithful wife and pushed her down the stairs, causing her to break her neck. Since then, her soul has found no peace, aimlessly wandering the corridors of the vast house in search of her children. Due to the color of the dress Dorothy wore in her portrait in the house, her apparition came to be known as the Brown Lady. The old-timers spoke of many encounters with this apparition, and I'll tell you about two of them. First story. Captain Frederick Marriott's encounter with the Brown Lady in 1836 is one of the most famous ghost stories associated with Raynham Hall. Marriott, a renowned naval officer and friend of Charles Dickens, decided to stay at Raynham Hall to debunk the ghost stories. He specifically requested to sleep in the so-called haunted room, where the ghost of Lady Dorothy Walpole, the Brown Lady, was said to appear. One night, as Marriott was returning to his room, he saw an eerie light coming from the end of a dark corridor. Curious and cautious, he decided to hide behind a door to observe the source of the light. As the light came closer, he saw it was a lamp carried by a woman dressed in a brown brocade dress. When she got closer, she stopped and turned to face him, revealing her glowing face with empty eye sockets. Her malicious grin horrified Marriott, and in a panic, he fired his revolver at the apparition. The bullet passed through her and lodged in a door behind her. The ghost then vanished into thin air. Marriott later recounted this experience in a letter to a friend, describing the terror he felt at seeing the Brown Lady and her eerie, glowing face. This encounter added to the legend of the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall, making her one of the most famous ghosts in England. Second story. In 1961, actress Queenie Leonard dared to spend a night at Raynham Hall, unaware of the chilling fate awaiting her. As the clock struck midnight, she stirred from her slumber, a strange sensation creeping over her. Eyes darting around the darkened room, she felt a piercing gaze upon her, icy fingers tracing her spine. And then, there she was, the Brown Lady, a specter cloaked in sorrow, stood silently by her bedside. Her hollow eyes bore into Leonard's soul, filled with a sorrow that echoed through the ages. A shiver raced down Leonard's spine as terror gripped her heart in a vice-like hold. With a trembling hand, Leonard fled the room, her heart pounding in her chest like a drumbeat of dread. She vowed never to set foot in Raynham Hall again, haunted by the ghostly encounter that would forever linger in the shadows of her mind. The story of the Brown Lady has become a legend and still attracts the attention of historians and ghost hunters. While there are skeptics who claim that the famous photograph is just a result of technical error, Many people believe that the soul of Lady Dorothy Walpole truly wanders the corridors of Raynham Hall, desperately seeking the peace that was denied to her in life.